Hello, everybody. So, this is the latest on our progress with Lively. I've done a lot of cleanup. I have done a lot of work on the map. There's been a lot of work on the friends, adding groups, chat, not so much. It's that's right now. That's been my Achilles heel. I'd like to say that is going to happen next, but I never know. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, right now I've got an auto login feature which just worked. You can see that I didn't type anything in; it just started it up. Uses Unity preferences. I think I've mentioned that in a previous video. The map features that I was talking about is the fact that I can move, zoom, and recenter on a GPS location. That actually took quite a bit to set up, and the entire issue that was every time I would go from, say, I'm in Denver, and I would say go to San Francisco, I ended up with a large gap between tiles. What that ended up being is when I started to adjust the map, it reverted on scaling options to this. It's a world scale that you can set, and that doesn't work out well. So yeah, it just mess up everything. There we go. So it messes up everything. Causes tiling. The world scale apparently was more for a VR type of situation. So that's what the problem was there. And I'm ashamed to admit it took me a longer than period of time than I wanted to figure that part out. Part of that is just my inexperience with Mapbox. So other features that we've been working on, the profiles, transitioning between panels has been a little clunky. So in an effort to fix that, I wanted to make these little back buttons a little bit more intuitive, where they just go back to the previous panel that you were in. So I kind of got that working for the most part. It, it's it's still a work in progress on some of these panels. Like my photos isn't set up yet. Most of that's ready to go, but I don't have any photos there to do anything with, anyways. Groups was another thing that was a little bit tricky. Um, it's been a little difficult to get this one set up properly. Um, Groups can be created. This is a test one. It's actually a group that's pulled from the database. So it does a member count. You can edit this group and do a description down here. It hasn't been done yet. Um, None of that's set up yet. It's ready to go. All I got to do is link a button. But that's kind of where we're at with that one. So the part that I'm really mostly working on here is let's go friends. Right now, you can. I'll start typing a name, and you can see that it auto populates as you type. So what I'm about to do is I've got a couple people that are also registered on the database plus myself. So I'll do those searches and you'll see how they populate. So each character, this is set up on an update feature or function that does populate or rather repopulates each time the input is changed. So that was fun to set up. Everything else, that's just friends. You can add on your groups panel, which we didn't cover. I can actually add friends. I didn't show you this because I don't have any friends, and I know that sounds really sad, but I haven't added any friends yet on my app, so it doesn't work. It works, but you don't see it working. Um, Log out actually is going to delete your preferences, so your auto login will not actually work if you click log out. And I feel like I should actually put a something up there that says, deletes auto login. Quit just quits out of the app. This is kind of where we're at right now. Everything works at this point. There's no bugs that I know of, but there's just a few more spots that I needed to polish. I will be adding a dark feature of the map. I did have one previously, but when I was reworking the map and setting everything up, um, it I had to redo everything, and so I still got that theme there, but I will add a light and a dark version people can select between. I feel that's important. Um, then I got a filter with dates for the events. Now the events are nice. Here you can see where you're going to be inviting groups. Again, it's a work in progress. Um, not not completely set up. This window down here that's only partially on the screen is for that purpose. That's why it's not set up yet. So it will be set up once that has been established. So the cool thing about the zoom feature, it lets me come up here. Of course, if I had more events set up, you'd see pins all over the map. That's the idea, like you see up here. This is Mile High Stadium, where the Broncos play, and Pepsi Center, where the Nuggets or the Avalanche play, whatever sport you're into, if you're into a sport at all. So you pop that, this comes up, and you can invite groups, invite friends. Once that, when you click this window will pop up, and it sets that window to search for groups. If you click friends, you're searching through your friends list. So that's how those are done. Of course, you can see that one too. And then you just recenter to go back to your GPS location. Um, Everything else, I'd say we're going to be in alpha in the next 4 weeks, within the next month. That's my goal, and hopefully from there, I mean, you know, everything runs smooth. But so that's where we are right now. If you have any questions, just drop me a line. Thank you.